Many businesses are bracing for what could be a sluggish summer. Visitors are even being told by their home countries to take their vacations and money elsewhere.
Tourism in Las Vegas is in a big slump this summer, costing the city billions of dollars. Some are saying that could signal trouble ahead for the U.S. economy.
I've been to Vegas like probably 20 times, and I definitely think this is the slowest I've seen in a long time.
I love going to the U.S. I spend a lot of time there.
But now you're curtailing that.
No.
All in direct response to what President Trump is up to.
Basically,
Yes.
yes.
We were not expecting it to be that expensive. It's quite expensive.
Stunning images of near-empty passenger planes are popping up on social media. These international flights have many tourists flying to the USA practically alone.
Las Vegas and New York, two of America's most iconic tourist destinations, are facing a decline in tourism in 2025. And it's not just a temporary dip. Las Vegas has already seen a 7.3% drop in visitors, while New York is bracing for a loss of 3 million tourists this year. So what's going wrong? Rising costs, Trump's tariffs, and changing global travel trends are all playing a role. But it's not just about money. Tourists' expectations have shifted, and the competition from other destinations is fierce. In this video, we'll break down the key factors causing this drop, dive into the data behind it, and explore what these cities are doing to bounce back. Let's get into it. Segment 1, Las Vegas, the struggle to stay afloat. Las Vegas, once the entertainment capital of the world, is now facing one of its toughest years in tourism. In 2025, Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority reported a 7.3% drop in visitors compared to last year. But why is this happening? Factor 1, rising costs. Las Vegas was built on attracting a wide range of visitors with its affordable hotels, cheap buffets, and inexpensive entertainment. But prices have soared in the last few years. The average cost of a hotel room has jumped by 12% in the past year alone. For a city that used to appeal to budget travelers, this price hike is a massive turnoff. This price surge is not limited to just accommodations. Dining prices are also climbing, and even the most casual experiences, like the buffet Las Vegas is famous for, are now priced higher than ever. For tourists looking for affordable, all-inclusive vacations, Las Vegas is no longer the go-to option. Families, young travelers, and even seasoned gamblers are now choosing other places where their dollar stretches further. Factor 2, Trump's tariffs and immigration policies. We can't overlook the impact of Trump's trade tariffs and immigration policies on tourism. When the Trump administration imposed heavy tariffs on imports from China and other countries, it increased the cost of goods and services across the board. This ripple effect didn't just hit businesses, it affected the cost for tourists too. Visitors from countries like China and Mexico, two key international tourism markets, are now facing higher travel costs to the U.S. Not to mention, the tightening of immigration policies made it harder for many potential visitors to even get into the country. For Las Vegas, which has relied heavily on international tourists, these changes have caused a noticeable decline. In particular, Chinese tourists, who once flocked to Las Vegas to enjoy shopping and luxury experiences, are staying home or heading to more affordable destinations. Factor 3, changing visitor preferences. One of the biggest shifts we've seen in recent years is the change in what travelers are looking for. Las Vegas used to be the hub for casinos and glitzy shows, but today's younger tourists are looking for more than just traditional gaming and entertainment. Millennials and Gen Z are opting for experience-driven tourism. Instead of simply visiting a city for its famous strip, they're looking for unique, immersive experiences. They want to explore local cultures, enjoy food and art festivals, and engage with communities in a way that feels more meaningful. And Las Vegas, while still a powerhouse of entertainment, is struggling to meet this demand. The classic Las Vegas experience, sitting at slot machines and watching the big-name performers, just doesn't cut it for younger travelers who crave something more. Factor 4, competition from other cities. Let's not forget about the competition Las Vegas faces from other tourist destinations, both in the U.S. and abroad. Cities like Miami, Los Angeles, and even international cities like Mexico City and Toronto are offering more affordable and equally engaging alternatives. For instance, Miami's vibrant arts scene, beautiful beaches, and nightlife are attracting a younger crowd. Meanwhile, international destinations are offering luxury travel experiences for a fraction of the cost. Cities like Mexico City are now welcoming tourists with lower living costs, fascinating cultural history, and a growing culinary scene. Toronto is also making a mark, offering a unique urban experience with an edge on affordability compared to U.S. counterparts. Industry response. What's being done to reverse the trend? So, what is Las Vegas doing to combat these challenges? Well, the city is adapting. Hotel chains and casinos are offering deeper discounts and special promotions to attract more visitors. Some have even reduced resort fees, which have long been a point of contention among tourists. But it's not just about lowering prices. Las Vegas is trying to reinvent itself as more than just a gambling destination. The city is diversifying its offerings by introducing new experience-based tourism, such as immersive art installations, music festivals, and unique dining experiences that appeal to a younger audience. For example, the Resorts World Las Vegas has integrated cutting-edge technology with luxury, offering high-end hotels, shopping, and entertainment, alongside a focus on eco-friendly initiatives and local community engagement. This blend of luxury with sustainability is an attempt to attract travelers who are more environmentally conscious. Las Vegas is also trying to reinvent the Strip, with new experiences like virtual reality gaming, high-tech light shows, and massive entertainment venues aimed at attracting millennial tourists. While Las Vegas is known for its larger-than-life entertainment, the city is facing serious hurdles in 2025. The rising costs, Trump's tariffs, and changing traveler preferences are pushing tourists away. With competition from other cities and shifting global dynamics, it's clear that Las Vegas needs to evolve to survive in the modern tourism landscape. It's still too early to say if these efforts will succeed, but the city is certainly trying to find a way forward. Will the new wave of changes be enough to lure visitors back, or will Las Vegas have to come up with even more innovative solutions? Stay tuned to find out. Segment 2, New York facing a major decline. Now let's shift our focus to New York City, another major tourist destination that's struggling to keep visitors coming in 2025. Typically, New York welcomes over 60 million visitors annually, but this year it's expected to see a loss of 3 million visitors. That's a massive decline for a city that thrives on tourism. But what's behind this downturn? Factor 1, high costs. Similar to Las Vegas, New York's prices have become too high for many tourists. The average hotel room now costs over $300 per night, and this doesn't even include the rising costs of dining and entertainment. New York was once known for offering a variety of options to travelers with different budgets, but now those lower-cost options are disappearing. Dining out in New York has become prohibitively expensive, especially in tourist-heavy areas like Times Square. For many travelers, this price surge makes New York feel out of reach, especially for families or young visitors who are watching their budgets closely. Factor 2, Trump's policies on immigration and tariffs. Another major factor in New York's tourism decline is the political climate and Trump's policies. The stricter immigration rules that were implemented during his time in office have made it more difficult for foreign travelers to visit the U.S. For example, visa delays and more restrictive policies have dissuaded many international tourists from traveling to the U.S. at all. Countries like China and India, which were once major sources of tourists to New York, are now sending fewer visitors due to these barriers. On top of that, Trump's trade tariffs have made travel from key markets like Europe and Asia more expensive, further discouraging international travelers from coming to New York. Factor 3, competition from global destinations. New York's high costs and restrictive policies have made it less competitive compared to other global cities. Cities like Toronto, Mexico City, and even places in Europe are becoming more appealing to travelers. Toronto, for example, offers a unique cultural experience with a fraction of the cost of New York, especially in terms of accommodations and dining. Mexico City is attracting a growing number of tourists with its rich history, vibrant culture, and affordable prices. European cities like Barcelona and Lisbon are also gaining in popularity, offering beautiful sights and experiences for much less than New York. As a result, more travelers are choosing these destinations over New York, which used to be the dominant international city. Factor 4, changing tourist preferences. Today's tourists are no longer just looking for the iconic landmarks. They want unique experiences, sustainable travel, and an opportunity to engage with local culture. In a city like New York, which is known for its skyscrapers and busy streets, the traditional tourist experience, visiting the Empire State Building, Central Park, and Times Square, just doesn't feel fresh anymore. Travelers, particularly younger ones, are looking for authenticity, and they're choosing cities that offer something off the beaten path. New York, for all its grandeur, is feeling a bit too familiar, and its lack of focus on sustainable tourism and new innovative experiences is contributing to its decline. Industry response: what's being done to revive tourism? So what is New York doing to try and fix the situation? For starters, the city is attempting to reinvent its tourism offerings. Rather than relying solely on traditional attractions, New York is looking to tap into the growing demand for cultural tourism and sustainable travel. The Museum of Modern Art, for example, has been promoting its eco-friendly exhibits, while the city is also embracing green tourism with more parks, eco-friendly hotels, and sustainable food options. New York is also investing in local experiences that connect tourists with the city's neighborhoods, aiming to provide a more authentic view of the city. Additionally, the New York City Tourism Plus Conventions Office has been actively promoting domestic tourism, especially to recover from the absence of international visitors. They're offering discounted travel packages for U.S. residents, which is an effort to keep tourism alive amid the global uncertainty. Addressing high costs. Another significant initiative is to lower prices in certain areas to make New York more accessible. Hotels are offering more affordable options and deals, and attractions are promoting free events to bring in local visitors. The hope is that by diversifying the offerings and making the city more accessible, New York can start seeing a recovery in its tourism numbers. New York is facing a tough challenge as its tourism numbers continue to drop in 2025. The high costs, Trump's restrictive immigration policies, and global competition from other cities are all contributing to the decline. But New York is trying to bounce back by embracing cultural tourism, sustainable travel, and offering more affordable options to attract visitors. The big question remains: will these efforts be enough to return New York to its former tourist glory? Or has the city already lost its edge to emerging global destinations? Stay tuned, because the next few years will be critical for New York's tourism recovery. Segment 3, a deeper analysis. So, what can we learn from the struggles of Las Vegas and New York? Both cities, despite being staples of American tourism, are facing similar challenges, yet they're experiencing them in different ways. Let's break down the core reasons why Las Vegas and New York are seeing these declines. Factor 1, economic pressures and cost of living. In both cities, soaring costs are pushing tourists away. Las Vegas, once affordable, has seen room rates and food prices skyrocket, making it less appealing to those who once saw it as a budget-friendly destination. New York, on the other hand, has always been an expensive city, but now even the most basic experiences are priced out of reach for the average tourist. This high cost of living and travel is causing many to choose more affordable destinations. Factor 2, political and economic policies. The impact of Trump's policies on international tourism is undeniable. Las Vegas relies heavily on international visitors, particularly from China and Mexico, who are now facing higher travel costs and visa restrictions. New York has been similarly affected, with immigration restrictions deterring travelers from key international markets. While these policies may have been aimed at boosting American businesses, they've had the opposite effect on tourism, especially in cities like these. Factor 3, changing tourist behavior. Today's travelers aren't simply looking for traditional tourist attractions. Both Las Vegas and New York are facing a shift in consumer behavior, with tourists preferring experiential travel over simply visiting well-known landmarks. Las Vegas, once a city built on casinos and shows, now has to compete with other destinations offering authentic cultural experiences, sustainable tourism, and more unique offerings. New York is similarly struggling to keep up with demand for local, authentic experiences over the traditional sightseeing tours. Factor 4, increased global competition. Let's not forget that both cities now face strong competition from international destinations. In Las Vegas, Mexico City, Toronto, and other cities are attracting tourists with affordable prices and unique cultural experiences. New York is also losing out to European and South American cities that offer a similar cultural experience for much less. Both Las Vegas and New York are grappling with economic pressure, changing global dynamics and tourist behavior shifts. The cities need to adapt to this new era of travel by lowering costs, offering unique experiences, and embracing more sustainable and authentic tourism to win back tourists. These challenges may seem daunting, but the cities have one crucial advantage. They are iconic. If they can evolve and adapt to the changing demands of today's traveler, there is still hope for a strong recovery. Segment 4. What's next for Las Vegas and New York? So with all the challenges Las Vegas and New York are facing, what's next for these two iconic cities? Can they bounce back? Or is the tourism landscape in the U.S. permanently shifting? Las Vegas, reinventing the entertainment capital. Las Vegas is working hard to reinvent itself. The city has long been associated with gambling and large-scale entertainment. But as those traditional forms of tourism lose appeal, Las Vegas is focusing on new ways to attract visitors. One strategy is to expand beyond the casino culture and lean into experience-based tourism. For example, Las Vegas is investing in immersive art experiences, such as interactive light shows and augmented reality gaming, which are proving to be popular with younger audiences. The Resorts World Las Vegas, with its modern, sustainable approach to luxury, is a prime example of how the city is evolving. They're not just focusing on the high-roller market, they're also targeting eco-conscious travelers and those looking for a more environmentally sustainable experience. Las Vegas is also doubling down on family-friendly attractions, which have grown in popularity. With new theme parks, family-oriented hotels, and entertainment that doesn't rely on gambling, the city is opening its doors to a whole new demographic. New York, diversifying the tourist experience. As for New York, it's also making moves to stay relevant in a rapidly changing global travel landscape. The city is embracing the cultural tourism trend by offering more experiences that connect tourists to the local side of New York. This includes everything from food tours that highlight local eateries to community-driven art installations that showcase the diversity and vibrancy of New York's neighborhoods. Sustainability is another key focus. New York has been working to make itself a greener destination by promoting eco-friendly tourism. There's a growing interest in sustainable hotels, green public spaces, and eco-conscious events that align with the values of today's traveler. To recover from the lack of international visitors, New York is also targeting domestic tourists by offering discounted travel packages and promoting attractions that don't always make the typical tourist itinerary. New York is hoping to tap into a local market that may have forgotten how much the city has to offer. Additionally, New York is betting on diverse, immersive experiences to draw in the younger generation. This means focusing on things like pop-up art galleries, local craft beer tours, and live performances in more intimate settings. Both cities are making the right moves to adapt to the new tourism landscape. But the real question is, will it be enough? Las Vegas needs to broaden its appeal beyond gambling and high-end entertainment, while New York must remain competitive by offering unique, authentic experiences at a reasonable price. In the next few years, we'll see if these cities can recover and reclaim their position as top tourist destinations. But for now, it's clear that adaptation is key. The tourism industry is changing fast, and Las Vegas and New York will need to innovate, evolve, and stay flexible to survive. The future of these cities and their ability to remain tourist magnets depends on how well they can reinvent themselves and cater to the needs of today's global traveler. In conclusion, Las Vegas and New York are facing a crossroads. Both cities, once thriving tourism giants, are grappling with rising costs, shifting traveler preferences, and fierce global competition. However, they are taking the right steps to adapt. Las Vegas is diversifying its offerings, from family-friendly attractions to immersive, eco-conscious experiences. New York is embracing cultural tourism and sustainability, while focusing on domestic travelers and unique local experiences. The question now is, will these efforts be enough to turn the tide? These cities have faced challenges before, and they have the resilience to recover, but it will require bold, innovative strategies and a deep understanding of today's tourist market. As we look toward the future, it's clear that the landscape of U.S. tourism is changing, and cities like Las Vegas and New York will need to continue evolving to stay competitive. So what do you think? Can these iconic cities adapt to the changing times and reclaim their place at the top of the tourism world? Or is the era of the traditional tourist destination coming to an end? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on future updates about the evolving travel industry. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.